This is Paul Elam. He's the founder of Voice for Men, but he can't be the voice for men because he is a tradcon. Tradcons are for inequality among the sexes. They advocate for the disposability of men. Now, he's being interviewed by its Complicated channel. Thank you, Complicated, again. And we're going to hear what he has to say about male disposability.
Does male disposability still make sense in a modern society?
By the way, it never made sense. There was never a reason why conscious people, beings like us, would deal with such gender inequality. There was never excuse for it.
I think so, in some ways.
There you go. He thinks in some ways men should just be disposable. We should be second-class citizens to women. Right. This is the voice for us, by the way, guys.
But I don't know if I would frame it exactly as male disposability. We still have 99% combat troops are men for a reason.
There you go, guys. There's excuse making, right? He's for equality between the sexes, right? But he's not. Here's his excuse.
Women are a distraction.
Oh, yeah, is that so, Paul? Okay, then make all female troops. Make all female units. Distraction gone. Matter of fact, we could have the whole military being taken over by women. We've got modern machinery does it. Women can use drones. Right?
That way, they get in the way and ultimately cost more men's lives. So one way of looking at keeping certain professions, certain combat-ready units all male is for the fact that we don't want them to be
Really, we don't want them to die. So we're going to ship them to war, right? You know, women there getting shot in men's place, that would protect men, right? And also, what's he talking about? Who are these guys fighting? They're fighting other men. So he doesn't want our troops to die, but he needs their troops to die. And their troops are all male. This is the voice for the male population, everyone.
disposable. We want them to operate with efficiency.
Oh, by the way, everyone, we all know that child soldiers exist. Now, who fights better? Children or grown men? Grown men. But they're not afraid to use little boys as cannon fodder, are they? So, Elam, there's no excuse not to use women as cannon fodder. None. So this tradcon, of course, is against gender equality. He wants men to be second-class citizens, disposable for women. So as you see, Paul has been involved since 1993. And his website, Voice for Men, was 2009. So this guy's been involved in the fight for men for over 30 years. What has he achieved? Has he stopped false allegations? No. Has he stopped child support? No. Circumcision? No. Everything that men have suffered, this man has changed nothing because he's not for change. Now, I want to point out this is a great post, again, from Exercise Delicious in my subreddit. And I'm going to put that in the description box. And he talks about the traditionalist like Paul Elam. Well, he doesn't mention Paul himself, but I love how he says it's the new vulture culture. That is, the manosphere in his view has collapsed, and vultures, these traditionalists like Elam, swoop in and peck at the corpse, right? Now look at this, protection fetish in time of war. The most vile aspect of vulture culture is the demand for female protection, while the male population is being systematically sent to the killing fields. Sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Everyone. It sounds just like what we heard from Paul Elam, and he's supposed to be our advocate. So I'm just ending off saying that this guy is not on our side. These vultures are not on our side. We have to reject them. That's why the Pro-Male Collective has formed. We are the actual MRM, not these terrible people. I don't call them clowns, because that would say that they don't know what they're doing or they're foolish. No, no. This guy knows what he's doing. He's making a name for himself. He's making money off the backs of men desperate to be, a slave of a woman. This guy is for the enslavement of men. That's what traditionalism is for men. And that's what he hopes for us. And I don't. We'll end it here.